of job openings to unemployed people to take a dive anytime soon. That being said, the Federal Reserve is starting to tighten policy very quickly, and there's lots of uncertainty out there in the world right now, particularly when it comes to politics.
Are employers spending more in this hiring process, meaning that they have their choice of so many different candidates, but sometimes that candidate that they offer a job to will say, you know what, no thanks, I decided not to, and then you're back to square one.
That is, it's a very competitive labor market right now for employers, and they're having to do a lot to make positions attractive to workers. That includes raising pay, but also what we see in Indeed is that there's an elevated level or elevated share of postings that mention sort of signing bonuses or other sort of incentive pay like that, in addition to increasing sort of offers of benefits in different kinds of jobs. So I think that employers are having to work harder to get a hire than they have in the past.
Nick, you mentioned the Federal Reserve. The Fed just raised rates again. It's looking at continuing raising rates. Do you think that will dampen hiring for U.S. employers?
I think that's what the Federal Reserve would hope would happen. Chair Powell has mentioned that he thinks there's sort of too many job openings right now for how many unemployed people there are. I think the question is, will demand for work, is demand for workers coming from parts of the economy that are sensitive or to interest rate hikes, the parts of the economy that are most likely to pull things back. And I think it's unclear right now. Yes, the Federal Reserve might increase interest rates, but wages are growing very quickly. There's lots of accumulated savings from over the pandemic among households. So demand from people to buy goods and services looks like it's quite strong for quite some time.
Thanks, Nick. Nick Bunker is Director of Economic Research with Indeed.com.
News time 6:35. The stock market open for business, and it's not as ugly as it was on Thursday, but stocks are in the red. Dow dropping 244 points to 32,753 after giving up more than 1,000 on Thursday. NASDAQ down 172 to 12,142. S&P losing 39 points to 4107. We'll have more in the Money Watch at 6:55. We'll take a look at your commute with Kim up next. KCBS News Time, 6:36.
Henry Union Square Hotel, creating great experiences. Call 800-995-HUSH today.
Californians have worked really hard to beat COVID-19 by doing the things we know work best, like getting vaccinated and boosted, testing before and after travel, staying home when feeling sick, and wearing a mask when it can protect us and others. Let's continue to do our part to keep each other safer from COVID-19. When we work together, there's nothing we can't overcome. Learn more at covid19.ca.gov. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
Have you been a victim of childhood sexual abuse by a Catholic priest or clergy member, a teacher, or by a person involved with another community organization? Recently passed laws may now allow you to file a civil lawsuit, and you may be entitled to compensation. It doesn't matter how old you are or how long ago it happened, but time is limited to file a claim. You only have until December to file, so call 800-559-1677. That's 800-559-1677. Again, that's 800-559-1677 for a free confidential consultation. If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we
I was told to go the first and then.
Get unbeatable business solutions.
Yeah, no, just like guess the.
Comcast Business.
Get started with internet and voice for $49.99 a month for 24 months with a 2-year price guarantee. And ask how to get up to a $650 prepaid card with a qualifying bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 6/22/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and 1 voice line customers only. Early termination fee applies. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Awards. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra, and subject to change.
Your electric bill keeps going up. The cost of solar has gone way down. It's time to go solar with local veteran-owned Semper Solaris now and get all the benefits. Here's veteran, founder, and owner Kelly Shawhan.
In the military, when you give your word, it just is your word. Work hard and keep your word. That's what we do every single day. I heard about Semper Solaris and found out that they were veterans, so I knew they were going to do the job right.
At Tesla Powerwall and be ready for blackouts. We get the job done with esprit de corps and honor. Semper Solaris offers new heating and air conditioning systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. We hire vets and give back to the community with our Semper Cares initiative. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get the federal 26% solar and battery tax credit. Call 415-367-0747 or visit sempersolaris.com. 26% federal tax credit based on
what time I get to
up here,
only about 2 or 3. It takes a while to wind down.
Outdoor Supply Hardware sponsors this look
yeah,
at
it takes a while
drive
to wind down.
Still not bad. We did have that hit and run crash in Fremont. This is on South 680, just after Automall Parkway. You might see some activity off to the shoulder. Starting to see traffic fill in. Chilton by the collision cam on southbound 880. This is through San Lorenzo down to about Winton Avenue where things begin to loosen up in Hayward. 92 is fine to the San Mateo Bridge. So far, no delays on the peninsula. We're in great shape here. Back at the Bay Bridge, Metering lights have been on for a spell, but the backup hasn't really grown much beyond that east parking lot, so it's still a pretty quick trip on into San Francisco. It's a foggy trip if you're heading over the Golden Gate Bridge, but so far no delays, but we do still have that fog advisory in place. Your next update, 6:48 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Thanks, Ken. Looking for partly sunny skies later this afternoon once the clouds give way. Highs ranging from the 60s along the coast and mid-70s in the inland valleys, right around the upper 60s Bayside. Mostly cloudy overnight with a chance of showers, lows in the 40s and 50s, and then on Saturday again starting out cloudy before becoming sunny in the afternoon, highs again 60s and 70s. Looking for a high of 68 in Millbrae, 74 in Livermore, and 68 in Oakland. Traffic and weather together on the 8s and All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Bring the kiddos to Outdoor Supply Hardware's Paint a Pot event this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at every store. Plus, buy a plant and we'll pot it for free. Outdoor Supply Hardware, 14 neighborhood stores and at Osh.com.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No, we tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structure, so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Now, businesses in the San Francisco area can get closer to every customer in their city with fast, affordable shipping. Introducing USPS Connect Local. You want speed? We deliver same or next day. You want savings? We give you supplies at a flat rate. You want less legwork? We do free pickups. Move your local business forward with the United States Postal Service. Let's connect at USPSConnect.com/local. Specific markets. Restrictions apply. Same day or next day delivery expected, but not guaranteed with entry close to final destination.
Feel vivacious in violet, scintillating in silver, mellow in yellow, tender in teal, romantic in red, or audacious in aqua. Step into spring at the Walk Shop in Berkeley, where we've got the colors and styles for all your moods, whether it's slides, ankle straps, sandals, thongs, ballerinas, or active shoes. We search the world over to bring you the latest in footwear that's stylish and comfortable. The Walk Shop in Berkeley has assembled a great-looking collection of beautifully designed footwear created to enhance the joys of walking. Our expert staff will help you find the right shoe with exactly the right fit to give you that spring in your step. Best of all, new imports are arriving daily. So stop by the Walk Shop today and prepare to be amazed. For shoes that combine style, craftsmanship, and comfort, discover the Walk Shop, 2120 Vine Street in Berkeley, or online at walkshop.com. Footwear for people who love to walk. 643 at KCBS. Here's Jason.
The leak of a Supreme Court draft opinion may have consequences beyond the abortion debate. Many political experts think it will weigh heavily in the upcoming midterm elections, but for Democrats, this may be a positive thing. KCBS's David Welch explains.
Democratic political strategist Gary South sees the leaked draft opinion from the Supreme Court as a wake-up call for Democrats and for some moderate Republicans.
To some degree, the abortion issue in most of these races simply didn't motivate people. It didn't even motivate women because they felt they had a national protection through Roe v. Wade. But now that that is in danger and probably most likely will be abolished, it does put the issue back on the burner.
He thinks it would be an oversight for Democrats not to run on the issue.
You have the right to say to voters, look, be careful who you vote for Congress, because the next step in the anti-abortion movement, and this is what they've been hoping for 50 years, is a federal ban on abortion. Not just lifting Roe v. Wade, but a federal ban.
South says it has a lot of Republican candidates scrambling.
In that sense, it shifts the battleground on this particular issue and puts Republicans, I think, heavily on the defensive. And we'll see how they handle it.
David Welch, KCBS.
KCBS News Time 6:44. Straight ahead, a baseball comeback that still has Phillies fans shaking their heads.
Hi, this is George with New Life Property Investments, and I buy houses in cash. If you own a house and want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me at 925-490-2000. I can pay cash and close in as little as 3 days. I buy houses in any condition, any price range, and any location in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'm a private real estate investor who buys several houses a month, and I want to buy yours. I buy inherited houses, divorce houses, behind in payment houses, and I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent house. Do you have a house that is trashed and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, because I love buying fixer-uppers too. I buy vacant houses, abandoned houses, condemned houses, and foreclosure houses. If you or someone you know is looking to sell their house and want to sell it fast, call me at 925-490-2000. That's 925-490-2000, 925-490-2000.
Good morning. Coming up on KCBS, the latest super spreader event for COVID in Washington. KCBS News Time 6:45.
Get in with the door slam. Stop slamming the doors.
Area Chevy Dealer Sports Desk and show an
please stop slamming the doors.
Last night.
Yeah, while the Giants were getting beat up by the Cardinals 7-1, we had an amazing comeback with another team able to overcome that exact score. The Mets beat the Phillies 8-7, but what was special about it, at the start of the ninth inning, New York trailed 7-1 and had to overcome a 6-run ninth inning deficit in that game. So how did they get it done? They strung some hits together. That started with former A's outfielder Starling Marte using his speed to beat out an infield single, and then the Mets just couldn't be stopped. They would bat around in that inning, and once again it was Marte capping off the comeback.
And Starling unloads one, deep left center. Back to the warning track goes Herrera. Near the wall, it's off the base. Here's Nimmo around third. He'll come in to score, and the Mets take the lead. Starling Marte with his third consecutive hit drives in the go-ahead run with a double, and the Mets with 7 runs in the ninth lead it 8-7.
Gary Cohn on the call for SNY. First time the Mets have overcome a 6-run deficit in the ninth inning since 1997. And Elias Sports Bureau says that there have been 857 consecutive games where a team with a 6-run lead went on to win that game until last night. Phillies manager Joe Girardi said that it was a gut punch loss, right up there with some of the worst he's ever been a part of.
About as hard as I've been through. We played a really good 8 innings, and it was just top of the ninth to beat us. Starts with an infield hit, and then they hit the baseball after that.
Well, the Mets have the best record in the National League, and they have only lost back-to-back games one time this season. And then coming up in the next hour, we're going to check in on the NBA at 7:15. We'll tell you why a Basketball Hall of Famer says that the Warriors and Grizzlies series reminds him of one of the NBA's most legendary rivalries. From the Sports Desk, Joe Hughes, KCBS.
Well, that's awfully intriguing, Joe. The KCBS Sports Desk is sponsored by the Bay Area Chevy Dealers. Visit BayAreaChevroletDealers.com.
Bridge Depot, can I help you?
Yes, I need a new refrigerator. Our old one just died.
That sounds great. Of course, with supply chain issues, the fastest we can have one out to you is about a year.
What do I do with all this food? I love this dress. Do you have it in a size 6?
It's out of stock right now, but we have an order coming sometime next winter.
Never mind.
System Pavers, may I help you?
Yes, I need a new driveway, but I'm sure there's a long wait.
Not at all. Our team is ready to go, and we have tons of pavers in stock. In fact, with great financing options, we can start your remodel right away.
Seriously?
You deserve an outdoor makeover on your schedule. Act now to take advantage of low pricing and special financing. Start by calling System Pavers at 800-PAVE-004 or visiting SystemPavers.com today. System Pavers, building timeless beauty together. All orders must be placed by March 31st. Financing subject to third-party approval. Select product supply. See website for full details. Contractor's license 661575.
Cards issued by Celtic Bank, member FDIC.
Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's credit cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 3.3% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/join. Ramp.com/join. ramp.com/join.
Have you been in an accident? Chilton Auto Body has 15 convenient Bay Area locations, and we're here to help. It's as easy as taking a photo of the damage, uploading it to our website, and we'll give you a free estimate in a timely manner. Only at ChiltonAutobody.com.
Chevron, then straight to work, okay? The one next to you and the one on this side of the
sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body. Treat the root cause of sleep apnea with just a click of a button. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Visit InspireSleep.com to learn more.
Chilton Auto Body sponsors this look at your drive with Kim. We have her in your local Honda dealers traffic center.
Yeah, it's getting a little slower at the Bay Bridge Toll Plaza, Holly. There's just been a crash reported. They're trying to push this out of the middle lanes off to the right shoulder. This is westbound just past the toll plaza of the Bay Bridge, so that's slowing things a bit more. So we're backing up just about to the West Grand Merge. Once you get past the metering lights, traffic is looking a little bit better, but that slow lane may be blocked as they try to get this off to the right shoulder. A little bit of heavy traffic entering the tunnel at Yerba Buena Island. That's about it. So the rest of the way into San Francisco, you're fine. We're looking at the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge. The commute's starting to form behind the toll plaza here. We are still backed up just a little bit shy of Castro Street, but definitely some slowing now as you come aboard. That span the rest of the way to Marin, though, you're at the speed limit, so that part's okay. We're seeing some brake lights on southbound 880, just a little bit south of the Mission Warren turnoff. There may be a crash off to the right-hand shoulder here. Silicon Valley traffic's been really light, by the way. North 101's looking great, only a little bit sluggish around McKee. 280 and 85 so far, traffic looks perfect as you make your way up to the west side of San Jose into Cupertino. Your next update, 6:58 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Thanks, Kim. The Mancini Sleep World 6-day forecast now with Darren Peck in the KPIX Weather Center.
Cloudy out there this morning, even enough so we've got some light mist happening near the coast and in the hills, and it's foggy in those same places too. Golden Gate Bridge, and the closer you are to the coast, you'll probably encounter some actual fog on the road. But for the rest of us, it's just low clouds hanging around this morning and maybe a light mist. Daytime highs today are going to climb into the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. That's low 70s inland. We'll be in the low to mid 60s for the Bay. Saturday will be much like that, and then on Saturday afternoon and evening, it's going to get windy. We'll see the gusts pick up to perhaps 20 to 30 miles an hour on Saturday, with a chance for scattered showers even now. Going into Sunday, there won't be a lot of those on Sunday, but we can't rule out the chance for some light scattered showers on Sunday. It'll be noticeably cooler, too, and a bit breezy Sunday into early next week. I'm meteorologist Darren Peck with your KCBS KPIX5 First Alert Forecast.
It's 56 in San Jose, 57 in Oakland, 58 in downtown San Francisco. Traffic and weather together on the 8s and all news 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
KCBS News Time 6:52. As we've been telling you, a number of people who attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner last weekend in D.C. have now tested positive for COVID. They include followed a number of journalists from network and cable news, as well as the Secretary of State. Margaret Brennan, CBS News senior foreign affairs correspondent and moderator of Face the Nation, was at that dinner, and we spoke to her earlier about that. I was wondering how you felt about going to an event where they did have, testing regulations, but did that feel sufficient enough?
I mean, I'm going to be very brutally honest with you. It is anxiety-inducing for me. It really is, because I worry about my babies, that they have no protection. I cannot protect them against COVID, period. There's no vaccine for them. I can put a mask on my 3.5-year-old, so when I come home from a work event like that, and that's a work event for me, I do worry that I have put my children at risk. And we are in this strange place as a society where now it is a bifurcated society, and there is a social cost, there's professional cost to you continuing to isolate and pull back. And I know for so many Americans, it is just, they're done with it. But unfortunately, with these new variants, as we're seeing the uptick in South Africa, you're hearing about these new incredibly transmissible variants here. There are a lot of people who are getting sick. Thankfully, it is not necessarily the wave of hospitalizations that we saw with the Omicron variant and before that.
Well, the good news is she's been testing every day since that event, and so far testing negative.
KCBS News Time 6:54, time for the Money Watch, and the stock market once again taking it on the chin. For more, let's go to Jeff Bellinger in the Bloomberg Business Room.
Stocks have started out lower after yesterday's sell-off on Wall Street. The Labor Department's April unemployment report looks about the same as the March report. 428,000 workers added to payrolls and an unemployment rate of 3.6%. Earnings growth was slightly slower than in March. Boeing is on the move. The aerospace giant started in Seattle and moved to Chicago 20 years ago. Now the company will make it a complete cross-country move. Boeing announced it is relocating its headquarters to Arlington, Virginia. The move is another blow to Chicago, which is experiencing a crime wave. Restaurants are expecting crowds this weekend. There's been a boom in reservations for Mother's Day. Open Table reports reservations are up 13% from last year and up 39% from 2019. Demand for tables is well ahead of pre-pandemic levels. Some cities, especially in warm weather regions, report double-digit increases.
And the selling picking up speed now on Wall Street. Dow dropping 450 points. NASDAQ down about 300. S&P lower by 70. We'll look at your Friday morning commute with Kim up next. KCBS News Time 6:55.
Now it's time for the Foodie Chap Friday Cooking Tip, brought to you by Friedman's Appliance, a trusted name since 1922. Visit friedmansappliance.com.
Again with the door slam. Stop slamming the doors.
A cooking tip, making a salad dressing.
Yeah, because everybody goes out and buys bottled dressings. You don't need to.
Stop slamming
really
the damn
fun to make
door.
them at home. And all I think about
Damn, I
is
keep telling you to not do that, but you still keep doing it.
Vinegar, it can be lemon juice, it can be lime juice, and then your oils. Well, I love extra virgin olive oil, but there's all kinds of oils out there that you can use. Walnut oil, and also there are things that you can add to it to make it interesting, like a little mustard, maybe some capers, some herbs, and of course salt. But one thing you think about is it's usually 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. So that means there's less acid than the oil, and all you need to do is whisk together, and you'll have an amazing dressing.
That was the Foodie Chap Friday Cooking Tip, brought to you by Friedman's Appliance, a trusted name since 1922. Visit friedmansappliance.com.
Welcome to the Casa Catherine.
Oh, beautiful. Oh my, is that a real Picasso?
No, don't touch it.
It's covering a hole in the drywall.
Yeah, my plumber repiped the house. I had leaks and low water pressure, but he doesn't fix drywall.
And behind this Van Gogh?
No, don't touch that.
Another hole.
Yeah.
Why didn't you call Repipe Specialist?
Repipe what?
Repipe Specialist. They can repipe your whole house in 1 or 2 days. So no more leaks or low water pressure. And then they'll offer to fix the hole so it's ready to paint. And for about half the price of a plumber.
Got leaks or low water pressure? Call Repipe Specialists. They'll repipe your whole house in 1 or 2 days with PEX tubing and then offer the option to complete the job by repairing the drywall.
Oh, frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ought to cover that hole with a Monet.
Call 800-282-7069 for a free in-home estimate and pay nothing down and no payments or interest for a year. That's 800-282-7069. Call today, 800-282-7069, or visit repipe.com.
Are you looking to renovate your kitchen or bathroom? I'm Mike Holmes here with Ivan from AGM Renovation.
Thanks, Mike. Too often homeowners hired the wrong contractor.
Ivan, I see this all the time. Delays, shortcuts, hidden fees, nightmares.
At AGM, we use the top trades, and each product is finished on time, on budget, backed by a 5-year warranty.
That's why AGM are the only kitchen or bathroom renovation specialists I recommend.
Oh my god, just pick stuff up on the floor.
Call now and get $3,000 off.
Oh, that's a waste of time.
We had a crash just past the toll plaza at the Bay Bridge. We checked that and more with Kim, your local Honda dealer's traffic center.
We're trying to clear that over from the slow lane to the right shoulder, westbound Bay Bridge, just after the toll plaza. Traffic, though, it's holding steady. We're back just about to the West Grand Merge, but not much beyond that. So traffic is still pretty smooth into San Francisco. Area of concern right now would be the Nimitz Freeway, San Lorenzo side. It's a report of a northbound crash just before you get to 238 with injuries. They're saying a vehicle was T-boned here and that it's off to the right shoulder, allegedly. So far, most of the slow traffic I'm seeing is on the southbound side, though, from 238 as you make your way through Hayward. So we'll see how this shakes out. But first report of an injury crash northbound 880 as you make your way out to just past the 238 interchange. In fact, I'm just starting to see a few brake lights show up at the scene here. Your next update, 7:08 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Looking for partly sunny skies by the afternoon after morning clouds and fog part away. Looking for highs in the 60s along the coast, upper 60s Bayside, and mid-70s inland. Traffic and weather together on the 8th and All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
It is Friday, May 6, 2022. Coming up on KCBS.
Like a wall amid growing fears the coming fire season could be the worst yet. State fire officials stress the need to be prepared.
This is Matt Bigler. Where fish are dying in dried up stream beds in Northern California due to the drought.
And more selling on Wall Street despite today's positive jobs report.
Good morning, I'm Holly Quallen.
And I'm Jason Brooks.
When you need to know, KCBS AM, KFRC FM, and HD1, San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Odyssey Station. It's 7 o'clock.
Wall Street volatility.
Fear is driving the market. Investors don't know where to go with their money.
Targeting the abortion pill.
Seen a huge increase in demand.
Vaccine limits.
There is a complication of blood clots in people who get the J&J vaccine.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. Investors are trying to regroup after a rough one on Wall Street. Stocks had their worst day in 2 years yesterday, one day after the best day in 2 years. This morning, the Dow opened 200 points lower and continued to slip. Investment strategist Adam Coons says jitters could play a role for a while.
The market is in an enormous amount of uncertainty, and uncertainty is one of the biggest killers of any market. And so the fact that we are uncertain about what inflation is going to do, what the Fed is going to do, and ultimately how that impacts global growth is what's really driving markets.
The latest economic news from the government this morning, employers added 428,000 jobs last month. Unemployment rate held at 3.6%. The Senate will vote next week on a bill that would codify abortion rights into federal law. It's largely a symbolic step since Democrats don't have the votes to pass it. The laws on abortion pills vary from state to state, and as CBS's Janet Shamlian tells us, if Roe versus Wade is overturned, access for many women could disappear.
Medication abortion is seen as the next battleground in the abortion battle. 19 states have already banned telehealth abortions, requiring a clinician be present when the woman takes the medication. Some lawmakers want to mandate 3 appointments, the consultation and one for each of the medications. In other cases, women are using overseas providers like the Aid Access in Austria, which sends the medication from pharmacies in India. Christy Pitney is a telehealth abortion provider licensed to prescribe the pills in 5 states and the District of Columbia, and says interest has soared.
Monday was 1,290 visitors. Tuesday was 38,530 visitors. So it's really significant.
The FDA now says only people who can't get another COVID vaccine should take the single Johnson & Johnson shot because of the ongoing risk of rare but serious blood clots. People can still specifically request the J&J vaccine. White House COVID coordinator Dr. Ashish Jha on CBS Morning.
It happens about 3 in a million, so very rare. So what they're suggesting is